Well, hi everyone, Jonathan Bligh here, Artistic Director of Festival Statesmen, and we have a very, very special interview with a composer from Adelaide, cellist and also singer, Rachel Bruerville. Now we have a concert coming up with the Gesualdo Six from the UK, and as part of that concert we have commissioned Rachel to write Winter Stars for us. So it'll be our very first performance of the work in front of a full cathedral.
So exciting.
Very exciting. So we've sung together, we've hung out, and it's been fun. So now it's really cool to have this different relationship where with Festival Statesmen, and you've come in, you've workshopped this piece with us a little bit, and now we get to sing it to an audience in a week, depending on when this goes up online. But can you tell us? So why do you like festies, Rachel?
Oh my gosh. Everyone should be as big a fangirl of festies as I am. So I first met Jono in 2010 in an amateur theatre production.
Spring Awakening.
Yes, Spring Awakening. I was playing cello in the band. And then it was probably around that time that I heard about what we were doing with festies.
Mm-hmm.
And Fishbowl Boys at the time.
Yes.
And I went to one of those early concerts. I was just like blown away by the passion and the energy of the singers. They're all just like so happy to be there. And like that's the energy that you curate, I think.
Yeah, thanks. We try to.
And yeah, just like the sound, the power in like when you're going, when everyone's locking in, and that barbershop ring thing. This isn't barbershop, but
no.
The background of the foundation of the group, I guess,
totally
influences that. But also, you can sing so beautifully and sensitively, and so that fine detail is there as well, and it's just a really special group of people.
Yeah,
and I've been wanting to write something for you for a long time.
Yeah, we tried, and then it was COVID. And
then we tried probably 9 years ago, I think now. And then
we're so much older.
Stuff happened. COVID happened.
Yeah.
But now this has finally come together with Winter Stars.
So Winter Stars. So you've taken a little bit of Hildegard chant. So for people that don't know Hildegard, can you give us a bit of background?
Yeah, so Hildegard von Bingen is her full name. I'm just reading her dates so I don't get them wrong. 1098 to 1179. Mm-hmm. And she was a German abbess. So she ran her own convent, but she was also she was a polymath basically. Mm-hmm. She wrote about science as well as religion. Just like I see her as an early feminist voice, and she's one of the earliest women whose music still survives in notated form.
That's amazing.
Which is useful for us.
Yes.
Because obviously, didn't have recordings from back then.
Totally, or they were lost in fires and
yes.
who knows what.
There's a Hildegard chant woven in here. It's Caritas Abundat, which basically the core message is love abounds in everything. And the other English text that is set in this piece is Winter Stars by Sarah Teasdale, American poet, sort of early 20th century.
Yeah, it's really good. Hopefully the audience will hear this melding of the two voices together, and then added with your music. So you've taken the chant from Hildegard and then used the Teasdale text and then kind of write your own music for that, and then that goes together. And now that you've added the cello to it as well, right? So we'll have a cameo for Rachel in the actual concert. There's not even a cameo, you're actually just playing through.
Looking forward to playing with you all. And I think, the addition of the cello part was just sort of because I could, really.
Totally.
It's an optional cello part, so I hope this piece will have a life beyond the premiere. We composers always hope for a life beyond the premiere. That's the dream. So it's an optional cello part.
Mm.
It can be sung a cappella. But the cello being in the same range as the voice, I find that really interesting, and I really love how I can blend with your.
Yeah, I think I love the word sonority, right?
Yes.
And it's like how the
sonority.
Yeah, and it just
sonorities
melds together. And I think also because you've used a lot of sort of with the chant, obviously, or perhaps not obviously, but the idea of using a drone or a pedal throughout works really well. And I think as soon as you added, I remember that first rehearsal you came in and played that, it just added a whole new sort of a richness, a warmth, and a dimension to the music that just I think sort of really gelled it, even crystallized it even a little bit more than just the voices. So yeah, there's some really cool, there's some Bruerville moments like harmonically, and then so it's sort of a little sectionalized. So you have the chant and the drone set up, and we feature some soloists from the chorus, and then there's like Rachel's voice musically, harmonically comes out in a couple of sections, which are really, really cool. So can you tell us a little bit about how you sort of approach harmony and even like treatment of text? Because the text here, if we just read a little bit. I saw Orion in the east burn steadily long ago. And that image of Orion's belt in the sky, and thousands of years of cultures have sort of looked to that image, and and it's cool that sort of the three belts, and then there's the three parts. I don't think you probably didn't, but it's like
didn't
it's
even
really
know
cool.
that. That was totally. That's great.
Yeah, but
I'm
just
not as much of an astronomy nerd as you. Clearly. Maybe I should be.
it's cool.
But yeah, basically, I think with this. The Hildegard chant being, all of Hildegard's music was just one line. And so that line obviously being an existing thing to work with, then I've written my own sort of chant-like line for the first verse. You'll hear they're all singing it in unison, which is just beautiful. Such a good blend. So exciting. And then, from that one line, I think I did start just with a melody line going through these words, the English words, and then sort of thickened that with harmony rather than thinking in the harmonic structure, like the line came first.
Gotcha.
And like you say, the line, I saw Orion in the east, that happens to be in three parts. And then the words burn steadily reduces to two parts. Something about, being steady, and then as long ago is just the single line.
And even
a little bit of word painting in there maybe.
Totally, and like just the consonant interval, slower rhythmic, sort of harmonic movement on steadily. It just really anchors it really well.
Oh, thank you.
I love letter G is kind of one of the last sections where it's years go, dreams go, and youth goes too. The world's heart breaks beneath its wars. And I think that text is really poignant. Right now we're doing Earth Song by Frank Ticelli. And so there's these kind of underlying themes, which I think my feeling as artists and maybe yourself as a composer are looking for these doorways into kind of bring the humanity back and kindness and let's preserve the earth a little more.
That's what art can do.
Yes. There needs to be more of it.
Yes. I think it increases empathy in human beings.
Totally. And that's just beautiful that I love the voicing all through that harmony. It's really, really beautiful. And then kind of just the layers sort of strip back a little, and then we just finish with that chant at the end. So it's a nice bookend. I'm hoping to, I don't want to spoil it for the audience, but I'm hoping we can work out how we can use the cathedral space to kind of
for sure.
bring these sound worlds of the cello and the chanting and then the chorus beats all together in the space. I think hopefully we can do something cool with it.
Yeah, there are good possibilities in that space.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thanks for singing the music.
No,
bringing it to life.
it is
It's
our
brilliant.
pleasure. I just say it is one of the coolest things to be able to actually work with a composer in the room on their music. Like, how cool is that? It's like,
I'm
so.
alive.
And yeah, it's like, okay, so in bar 44, what do you reckon about?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Hildegard is, ancient.
Totally.
But, the thing about the chant as well that's a bit, well, I don't want to use the word artificial, but like I say, the chant has been notated, but our traditional notation now is very different to how it was in the 12th century. So the chant, it should feel just like improvised, I guess.
Yeah. And it's interesting how many composers have used chant as a basis. Like, you think Debussy or Fauré, the Requiems, they're all, very chant based. And I think that the treatment of text, particularly as singers, a real understanding of word emphasis and weight and release is so key. And I think chant is just such a great tool for vocalists generally, just to kind of tap into that expression.
And then that can translate to the English poetry well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's really cool how you put this together, and I think particularly in the space as well, just acoustically, I'm really looking forward to sharing this with the audience. So thank you so much for your time.
Thanks a lot.
We'll see you at the gig.
See you there.
Cool. So make sure you come and see Winter Stars with Festival Statesmen, with their combined concert with the Gesualdo Six from the UK, happening at St Peter's Cathedral in a couple of weeks, 27th of June. So make sure
27th of June.
Yes, we'll see you then.